What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Background Noise Podcast. Jordan Chap here. To the left of me.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Left, right.
To the left of me. To the right of you guys on the screen. Got my boy Prime. How you doing today?
I'm doing great today.
Beautiful. And, man, we got the funniest dude in Chicago here today. I'm not going to lie. We got Mayo.
Y'all gassing it. Y'all gassing.
Also known as Alex Ridge, Chicago comedian.
What's going on? Chicago Playboy.
Chicago. Wow.
Never that. Never that.
Said, never that. Never that.
No.
But for real, how you been doing, man? It's awesome seeing you in the studio.
I've been good. I was, I know we were talking about this the other day, but it's like dope as fuck to see you guys like, you know, doing your thing, like having this space, like everything's going good on the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that. So it's fire.
Hell yeah, it's definitely a little different now.
Dude,
Yeah.
Grown man moves.
Yeah.
Came a long way. Long way from All in Simmons, you feel me?
Oh my gosh, bro. That was too much. But crazy moves for you. One day I see a reel on Instagram of you killing a crowd. Oh my lord, you killed me. I don't know what it was.
Dude, and you sent it to me, and then
I did send it to you.
My ass off.
And
it had y'all going for real?
Yeah, and then I was like, Merch, that's Mayo up there. And he's like, no fucking way. I'm like, yes, bro, yes. Bro, so for you guys who don't know, Alex is a new comedian in Chicago. Fucking hilarious. Headlining his first show in March.
Not headlining, but hosting my first show.
Hosting his first show in March.
Host, boy.
Yeah, for
Party
real.
Host. Yes, sir.
So, can I ask you what got you into being like what gave you the courage to be like, all right, I'm gonna do stand up?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I mean, you and me, we known each other for a long time, but like I always grew up like class clown, like that type of dude, like just messing around, being goofy all the time, and it was always basketball for me. Like, I always grew up playing basketball. Like, I did it in high school, went to college for it, and then I stopped playing. And then, like, I felt like, you know, that hole when you lose something that you've loved for a long time.
Yeah.
So, like, I stopped hooping, and then I needed some new shit. And shout out to the OGs. I mean, you know, moms always push you in the right direction. And she told me, she was like, you always wanted to do comedy. Like, you should try that. And I was like, you know, you're right. So I checked it out, and then I did my first show at Second City, and it went, like, really well, like, way better than I could have imagined. Like, there were people come up to me after the show, like, saying, like, oh, you got a long career in comedy, like, coming your way, and, like, I wish you wouldn't have got off stage. Yeah, and all that. And then I was just like, shit, I might have something here. And then just kept it pushing.
Dude, that's amazing.
I'm excited because obviously, I'm sure you're going to go next time.
Oh,
because
yeah,
I'm going
course,
for sure.
Yeah, we're both going.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited to see you perform. Oh, my gosh. No, it's no pressure. No pressure.
No.
We won't tell you we're there.
Yeah.
Bro, nothing's worse than the first time, bro. Before my first show, I remember I was in the bathroom, bro. It was at Second City in downtown Chicago. Like, I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's like the spot in Chicago where if you want to come up through comedy or improv or anything like that, that's where you need to be. Like, that's where Steve Carell came up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like dudes like that, like Tina Fey, like people like that, like
So
real like comedy legends like come up through there. And
That's nice.
it was at Second City, and I had a 5-minute set. And before the show, bro, I was in the bathroom, like, throwing up, like, looking in the mirror, like, bro, like, you got to get it together. Like, it's about to happen.
It's about to go down.
No, for
It's like
real.
one of those, like, when you're playing, like, you know, you get those pregame jitters, and it just all comes out right away.
Bro, 10 times worse than any basketball game I've ever played in.
Really?
Bro, I was in there shitting my pants, bro. Like, I could not.
It was that?
Yeah, well,
Wow.
it was also bad because, you know, you're telling these jokes in front of your mom, and... Like, my mom's...
The OG was there.
she's been at every show, and she's going to keep coming to every show.
Honestly, I love that. I love that so much.
But, like, that
so much.
That shit was nerve-wracking because my first show, I still told a story about how I was arrested smoking weed. And
Nice.
my mom's in the crowd, and, like... For me, like, I can look back at that shit and it was like, oh, that shit was funny as hell. Yeah. Like, my mom, she was the one who picked me up from the police station. Like, I'm high as balls, bro, in the police station. She's trying to question me. And yeah, so, dude, it's crazy.
It's always kind of funny, though, when, like, your parents end up hearing the stuff that you've done.
Yeah, like with my parents, we've set a statute of limitations, 1 year statute of limitations, where if they didn't know I did something that New Year's, I can be like it can be funny. Like, I can just tell them and it'll be like, you fucking bastard, you. Like,
what's the craziest shit you've dropped?
Well, on my pops 1 year,
I'm having a baby.
That wasn't for that, but that was a different time.
I think that's your craziest one.
But that wasn't a like, oh, y'all didn't know, woo woo. Like, no, I'm telling y'all, like, woo, this happening. But like one that I got away with was probably like it was probably like in high school. I got away with, I think, my first tat. My first tat, I got tatted up on my chest. This is Jeremiah 29:11, and there's a cross, and it's like it's just God saying, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope in the future." And I got that tatted on my chest. Parents had no idea. I'm playing at NAS now.
Yeah.
Before the game, the ref tells me, "Hey, you can't have that undershirt on. It's the wrong color. You got to take it off." And I'm like,
tats showing?
"Wow!" I got my dad in the crowd. He don't even know I got my tats on. Take it off. Woo. Doesn't see the tat. Doesn't see the tat. So then that New Year's, I had gotten like a couple more tattoos too. And I was like, hey, I got tatted, like blah, 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 blah. And they were like, fucking bastard. like you got away with it.
That Latino family, he hit you with that flip-flop when you came to the crib.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But
now I'm out here trying to convince you to get tatted like every week.
Yeah, every weekend he's like, bro, I'm feeling
Right, you tatted up.
Dude, yeah, I know.
He's tatted
No,
up
I'm
everywhere.
clean right now. I don't got any.
Would you ever? It's not your style.
No, I would.
After this?
I would. Bro, get up out of here.
And he's like, oh, I'll fucking pay for it.
I got a spot already, bro. Let's go.
Nah, I'm straight on all that. But shit, one day, yeah, I could see myself get one.
What would you see yourself getting it? Would it have to be? It have to be something sentimental, or would it have to be something just meaningful?
Oh my
to you?
god, I have a tat.
Look at him,
Bro,
He said, "Oh my god."
Real shit. I forgot.
I completely
forgot.
get that though, cause like I forget I have the one behind my ear.
No, that's what
I
I
can't
I
even
forget
see
I
it.
have the
too skinny.
I have a tattoo right here that says too skinny.
I made
Too
him-
skinny?
I made him
Too
go
skinny.
Get it. I made him go get it.
He didn't make me go get it. It's just I told him I wanted to get it, and he was like, "No, you won't." And I was
And then he's like,
bro, when it becomes a bet, that's how I got mine.
I was like, bro, come on.
I told him he won't, and then he's like, bro, if I had a spot, I go, I have a spot, and he goes, all right, let's go.
yeah, I was like, "Come on, bro, let's."
bro,
let's
yeah,
get it
I
done.
got one on like the side of my foot, like,
Ooh, did that hurt?
Ugh.
no, cause it's like a real little one. Like,
Okay.
it was just one of my homies. Like, he has a tattoo gun, and he's into art and all that stuff. So he was trying to practice, and then I was saying like, "Oh, I'd get a little one," and then all the homies, they're
Was it that dude we were at his crib one time?
Dylan. Yeah.
yes.
You
Okay,
were there.
okay,
Yeah, he
yes.
was tatting someone that night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was him. He just put a
Shit.
little TR on my, like the letters TR on my foot because
Code.
that was my rapper name back when I was on SoundCloud.
Yeah, code. Hey, you had a banger though. You had a banger. Was it Starfighter?
I have no bangers. That wasn't my song. That is a banger. That's Ferris' song.
I'm
yeah.
so sorry. I'm sorry. What did you have? If I not trying to expose.
I had a couple messages, no good, Family Guy. I got a couple. They're all don't listen to them. Do not listen to
We
them.
won't play them right now. We could, but we won't. But we won't. Quick question. So, with you coming up and everything like that, would you how do you enjoy talking to other comedians, meeting them? Like how's that environment? Because we experienced a little different with guests and going out to takeovers and stuff like that in the car scene. But I'm sure it's a lot different in comedy.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the same. Maybe it's like still chopping it. I
With
don't know.
comedians, I mean, I just want to say that, like, I'm so new to the game. Like, I've only done, like, 2 real shows. Like, I've been doing open mics and all that stuff, but, like, 2 shows where, I'm getting paid for it and things like that.
Okay.
But, so, I've been coming up, I'll go to open mics and I'm trying to pick other comedians' brains. And it's, like, real 50-50, bro. Like, you'd be surprised how big of a competition it is, because like when comedians are talking to other comedians, a lot of the time they don't want to give like information to each other because it's kind of like cutthroat. Like we're
That's
trying
the
to get
secret
that
sauce.
spot.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a couple dudes that I came up with at Second City. Vic Schwarma, Justin Hawk, Elizabeth Jeanette. Those are 3 people who I'm real cool with. They're like up and coming comedians. And then there was one dude at my second show I opened for. His name's Vic Pandya. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of him.
I think I've seen
I've
something
not.
on Instagram. I see
Bro,
something on Instagram.
You probably have. He's real funny. Like he's been doing this for 11 years. This is how he makes his living. And I was picking his brain, and he was a real cool dude. Like letting me know what I need to do, like how to build my brand and all that stuff, like how to get my name out there. So he was a real solid dude.
That's cool.
what's
That's
up.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it'd be kind of bogus if like people were being assholes. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are obviously, but
There's definitely some assholes out there.
I
But
forgot, like I was watching like some like TikTok clip of like actual like these like comedians who are like known, and they were saying how like they go to like other comedian shows to like take
just to-
notes, like just to
Yeah.
straight up
That?
take notes, like
yeah, that's what we call going to class. When you go to a comedian that's at a higher point than you,
Yeah.
you like go there, watch him kill, and be like, oh, like you sitting in a lecture hall, bro. You learning
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
you need to do.
damn near.
dude, that's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
so fun.
Huh?
That's
My
probably
bad,
so
my bad.
fun.
I don't know why I
That's
tweaked. I have
probably
headphones
so
on.
fun. Yeah, huh?
Fuck. Yeah, for real.
No, yeah, it's cool though. I mean, there's a lot of real solid people out there. Like I mean, and everyone's cool because everyone's funny. Like it's a good scene.
Do you say like it's hard to like? I mean, like you said, take class or take notes or whatever. Like when you go to like, have you gone to another show and like took notes like? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about like I wasn't really like writing down notes, but when I opened for Vic, so I opened for him and then he was immediately after me. So I was the act before him and then there were a couple openers before me, but I got off stage and right before, like when we were passing each other, I'm getting off and he's getting on and he like whispers to me. He's like, "Hey, that was a good set, man. Good job." And I was like, "Oh, that shit had me geeked." And then his ass got up there and just blew my shit out of the water. Like his ass was 10 times funnier than me and I was just like, "Oh, like I'm trying to see like what he's doing, like how his jokes are working, like his callbacks, his punchlines, like all that stuff."
That's what's up. Because I was gonna say, does it like get hard to like get lost in the show, like when you're trying to focus on like all the little things you do, but then like you end up getting so far caught in the show that like you kind of forget.
Yeah, do you ever forget anything up there, or it's just like someone on the spot?
Yeah, when I'm up on stage, I'm always like really nervous, like right when I get up. But then the first time I get that big laugh, like my first like real laugh, like all that shit goes away. And then it's just like nice. I'm in my zone because I put in the work. Like I practice my sets, I'm in front of the mirror, like practicing in front of myself, like all that stuff. I know it's funny. If you're confident, it'll come across how you want it to.
You just gotta get a bottle on there when you're up there.
A bottle? Where you gonna get a bottle up there? Kill the nerves.
Kill the nerves. Dude, think about it. Like
I won't lie, the bottle does kill the nerves sometimes.
What comedian? Like, isn't it the one dude who's like the machine? Like he drinks like a beer.
Bert Kreischer?
Yeah, he drinks a beer while he's on stage, and I was like, dude, that probably like kills like.
I know Kevin Hart takes shots before. I know.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Marshawn Lynch took shots before the game.
Shots before the game. Shots at halftime.
Hey, it's a fine line before getting rid of those nerves and saying some crazy shit. Like
your crowd are gonna be good.
I'll drink 3 Modelo's. I'll be grooving. If you hit me with that 4th one, I might say some crazy shit. Y'all might not hear me again. Y'all gotta delete this podcast. All types of shit.
Oh my God!
Christ, could you imagine?
Shit, I want to go to that show. Goddamn! Oh my
It's
God!
gonna have to be a private host.
Yeah, we'll come with our security, so you'll be good.
Absolutely zero flash photography at that. There ain't no video.
You can be like after freaking
before your set, they're gonna confiscate phones.
Chris Rock got smacked, or who was it?
Oh my God!
But his
Will Smith?
His next show, he had like no phones were allowed. Like.
For real?
Yeah, like, cause like I don't know if he was gonna say some stuff.
I heard that's what a lot of like other comedians are doing who like release shows on like
Netflix and stuff.
That's what they do now.
Yeah, they don't want people recording because obviously they want to sell their shit, and then if it's all out on the internet, no one's gonna buy it. So they lock.
Because you already heard it.
Yeah, I saw Kevin Hart at the United Center, and they locked up all our phones.
Wow, well, how was that though? I'm sure that was fucking hilarious.
Before I decided I wanted to start doing comedy, and that was one of the things, along with my mom, that like gave me that push. Cause he's up there, he's got like 30,000 people in an arena all watching him. Like, bro, to have that ability to bring people together like that, like that's dope for real.
Yeah, because it's like I'm pretty sure he had more people than the Bulls usually do. Because the Bulls usually have like 28 to 30, and I think
he sold it out.
30, yeah, he sold it out. 30,000 in the United Center. That's
Kevin Hart's so funny.
No,
he's
bro.
one of my favorites.
That man is fucking hilarious.
Fucking Mayo's my
He's
favorite
one.
comedian.
Dude, Kevin Hart's one of those like few guys though that I can put on like his show and like watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I would
like
say
there's a couple like there's a couple people that like I'll put on like clips of like the stuff that they had, but like Kevin Hart's like one dude I'll put on his thing and watch it through. Like,
well, let me ask you, what are your top 3 comedians for you? That you could put them on, watch the whole thing.
All right, so my GOAT for me is Kevin Hart. It always has been. And that's like a basic ass answer, but it's the truth. Like, bro,
Dude,
like that man is funny as hell.
Like, there's a reason everybody likes him.
Yeah,
he's hilarious because he's hilarious.
Like,
no, yeah, that's our generation.
When he was booming, like we were in like high school, like watching.
Yeah,
this, like, his like things were getting uploaded to Netflix like while we were in high school. So like
exactly,
kind of like came with Kevin Hart. Like it's not a generic answer.
No,
for
like
real. Younger people, it's probably like generic, or like older people are like, oh yeah, there's probably been better.
Nah, I feel like older people. These shows are full of all kinds of people. Like it's not just young people at the shows.
The thing about old heads is like they'll go back to like Eddie Murphy, like Richard Pryor, like dudes like that, and
Cat Williams, go.
Hey, Cat Williams is funny.
Hey, I saw him live,
dude. He's so
you saw him live.
Yeah, I saw him in Rosemont. The Rosemont Theater?
God,
Oh,
you're
wow.
so lucky, dude. He's hilarious.
No, yeah, he's funny. His show is not for white people though. I'll tell you that much. I was like one of 8 white people.
And you just felt attacked in that bitch. You were like,
No, I mean I was chilling, but
Cat
it
Williams
definitely
loves
wasn't for
white
me.
people. He loves white people, like
oh
you
my
said.
god.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a white friend like Mayo.
Yeah, there you go. But shit, so Kevin Hart's definitely my GOAT.
Okay.
And then a dude that I've been listening to a lot, I don't know if you all have ever heard of Matt Rife. He's like pretty new on the scene, and he just released just the other day on Valentine's Day his 2nd ever special. And I bought it, and bro, I was like rolling laughing like the whole
I'm gonna
time.
have to check him
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna have to check him out,
Yeah.
too.
No, yeah, he's funny. And then number 3, I go Andrew Schultz. I'm sure
I
y'all
was
know
gonna
him.
ask about him.
Yeah.
I was gonna fucking ask
Yeah.
about him. I was going to.
We love Andrew.
Yes,
No, yeah,
bro.
he's great, bro.
Dude, yeah.
He's
Bro,
so funny.
do you ever watch his podcast? Not to plug
I've
another
seen-
podcast.
Hey, Schultz, fuck your podcast.
Fuck Andrew Schultz podcast. Fuck your podcast, Schultz.
I hope you see this shit.
No, I actually like we send like each other like I don't like watch like his whole show or like his whole like podcast, but like
I watch.
like certain clips of it and stuff that like I'll find on like TikTok. I'll like watch it all. But like, dude,
Yeah.
he's hilarious. He's
Yeah,
hilarious.
but no bullshit. If you haven't seen the Andrew Schultz podcast, go watch it. I mean, if you get your feelings hurt easy, don't fucking watch it because you're
Oh,
a
yeah.
pussy.
Yeah.
But
Nah, for real.
yeah,
for
no,
real.
yeah.
No, but that's what I love about him though. He's so unapologetic. Like this whole shit with like cancel culture right now, like, bro, we gotta like
Dude.
start letting that shit go.
especially
bro.
with comedians, y'all are the one. Like y'all are. It's your fucking job.
It's
Dude.
so funny. A motherfucker will come to a comedy show and get mad. Like, how bizarre is that you paid me to get mad? Like
yeah.
you paid me to make you laugh and
Dude.
you left angry. Like,
that's
come
the
on,
thing
bro.
that like I don't understand about people. Like, if you're going to a comedy show, like
You know it's jokes.
They are going to like make fun of the most like out of pocket topics. Like that's what.
That's some funny shit. That's
Yes.
some funny shit. Like it just is. And
Yeah,
like,
right.
You can't get hurt over that.
it's
like,
about
you know
saying
it's jokes.
It's about saying the shit that people think but don't want to say.
exactly.
Jokes are funny when they're relatable, and that's what you
Exactly.
want to hear.
Yeah.
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 Dude, and like
Hell
it's
yeah.
hilarious, man. Andrew Schultz is freaking hilarious.
He's the GOAT of crowd work.
Yes.
Yeah, crowd work, for anyone who doesn't know, is like when you go up on stage, it's not material. You're just talking to the crowd and being like naturally funny. And he's just so smart. Like he just knows so much about other cultures. Like he could talk to any person in the crowd and like
yeah.
find something funny about their background, like their upbringing,
Yes.
like anything like that.
I have noticed that
Dude,
he's
like
very
that
like.
albino guy.
Is he like a history
Dying.
major?
Oh my
The
god.
albino guy had me
The
dying.
old, are you talking about the
Yes.
black albino guy?
Yes,
Bro,
The
that
one who
shit
dropped-
was funny
When he
as-
was saying about the N word, he was like, "Which one, the hard R or the other one?" And then he drops the hard R. Like, bro, I was like, dude, I was.
That was different, Sam.
Bro,
or the
that shit.
carpet. The carpet one's my favorite.
Oh my god, when
yeah,
he was at
that was-
IKEA.
The,
That's
the
decent.
Middle Eastern man with a carpet.
Yeah, bro.
He's like, I
What
see
do
him
you
go-
want to do, dude?
I mean, someone can get us out of here.
dude, he said, "Show me the world." That got me.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
he's hilarious. No,
No, yeah. So those are my 3, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
it's
Andrew
like
Schultz
one of
is
my
hilarious.
like comedians that like I'll forever like fuck with. Fluffy.
I like
Dude.
I like Fluffy. I like George Lopez.
Oh,
like-
okay. We going Latino.
Yeah. and
You-
what's that new guy's name?
Ralph Barbosa.
Ralph
Oh,
Barbosa's a dog.
I knew y'all would fuck with him. I knew
Yes.
y'all would fuck with him.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
funny, bro.
Yeah.
He said, look at me. The kind of parties I go to, people die.
Dude, he's hilarious, bro. Like,
Bro, you know he grew up in like the cartel. Like his whole family was in the cartel.
Yeah, right. That's what I was. And then he because he's from Texas. If I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't
Some
know.
it
I
might
don't
be
know.
something like that. But he said like he just grew up like rich as fuck and he never knew why. And then like everyone in his family was in the cartel and he was just like, I'm gonna go slang these jokes. You feel me? Like that's what he got on.
I go slang these jokes. Stop fucking with me.
dude, no, he's hilarious, dude. There's so many comedians out there that are just so funny. But like, what I love about it, it's almost like kind of the music industry. Like, it's all different, like taste.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
some of
like-
it is different taste. Like
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
think about like some
like how you said I wouldn't, or like how like you were like one of the only 8 white people at the Cat Williams
show. Like it's like
It's just that's the audience. That's his audience.
Yeah,
that,
totally.
That
Yeah.
he's relating to.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about comedy. I mean, like, no matter who goes up there, you're getting their perspective on the world. So it
Yeah.
can be someone Indian, Asian, black, white. Like, you're going to get a completely different side of things.
Yeah.
And along with it being funny, like, you're going to learn some shit for real, too. Like,
Hell yeah.
when we're, when fellow comedians are telling their stories and I'm telling my stories, like, this is stuff that, like, really happened to us. Like, it's rare to find a comedian who says some bullshit. Like, it's usually, like, things that have really happened in our lives.
Yeah, like somebody who's flogging like like creating shit. Nah, yeah, that's actually I like
Yeah, no.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
That a lot of people do just keep it a buck.
Dude, that's
That's
like
what's
the
fucking
best.
hilarious.
Well, that's what's
Yeah.
the funniest.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah.
what's, 'cause
when
that's
things
the most
happen to you in
relatable
real
shit.
life. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like the Kevin Hart when he cussed out his teacher. Hilarious.
Oh my god.
That was the best
bro.
true story I've ever heard.
What a great bit.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny. Oh my
Dude,
god.
freaking Kevin Hart.
Yeah, that's
man,
my
the
go.
man who cheats on his wives.
Come on, bro. You don't gotta put him on like that.
But why did he have to say plural like that? Why do you have to say wives plural? Like he said,
hasn't he
that
gotten
was
divorced
crazy.
multiple times?
He's married right now. He'll keep it down. He'll keep it down. He'll keep it strong.
I remember seeing a bit about him like talking about like how like he's like cheated on his he's cheated on his
I
wife.
have seen it. I have
Yeah,
seen
like,
it. I
No,
have
but
seen
talk about keeping it a buck. Like,
Yeah,
that's like the realest
That's
shit you
the-
can say. Like,
yeah.
you're not holding anything back at that
Exactly.
point.
like he said, if it happened, like fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, but what's like one of your things that getting into comedy? Is there anything that you've seen in somebody else that you were like, damn, I really want to emulate that, or it's more like, fuck it, I think this shit's funny. I was going into it like this.
Yeah,
This
well,
what's up.
I feel like when you're just first starting out, like, for real, like, I just want to make this known, like, I'm not shit, bro. In comedy, like, I'm not
just
shit
to,
at all.
just to make this clear, he is the shit because I seen it.
Yeah.
I seen the shit, and I know you seen the
I've
shit.
seen-
I've had a couple good shows, but like, bro, I'm so fresh to the game. Like, there's
Yeah.
so much I need to learn and get better at. But what I really like to do is like to go back to Kevin Hart, like the way he tells his stories. Like, he's one of the best storytelling comedians out there,
Yes.
along with a guy like Bert Kreischer. He's really great too,
Dude.
that you talked about. And I love telling stories because there's just so many like funny things that have happened in my life. Like, I literally have a list in my notes of just like 100 different stories that have happened to me that I could turn into bits. And it's just like, that's all I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, there's dudes out there who do like one-liners, they do like punchline jokes and things like that. But like, I'm all about storytelling. So I study the
I like
guys
that.
that are great at that and try to emulate that.
Dude, yeah.
I
Story.
feel like-
I love I think more storytelling comedians.
I feel like storytelling like that like this might sound stupid, but like that creative genre is going like pretty far. Like
Yeah.
from music storytelling
Yeah,
to,
like-
to comedy.
Oh,
showing.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like everybody kind of likes the storytelling because it's relatable and it's nice. And like I do like the punchline jokes like sometimes, but like my favorite is
Yeah.
just the storytelling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love like the whole story that leads up to like the big like joke.
Yeah, like that.
you know,
Yeah,
like-
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. The callback to something
Yes.
earlier, things like that.
Yeah, like that's like, dude, you gotta actually like pay attention.
That should be funny.
For real. If you think about, if you compare it to hip hop, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, who are the best, like, rappers out there that most people love? Like, you think about Kendrick, you think about J. Cole, like, dudes like that
Yeah.
telling stories. Like,
And a lot of people from here just do storytelling. Polo, Vaughn. That's
Yeah.
how it was. That was their brand almost.
oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Good lord, yeah.
The
Yeah,
only
fuck.
the only dude I'd say that didn't really tell stories that is one of my goats is Juice, though. I
Yeah,
feel like he
yeah,
wasn't telling
no.
stories like that, but man, he could make a hit, bro.
Yeah,
he can make a hit.
Just any day, any
Dude,
time.
still the most goat storytelling song ever. Rico Story.
Yeah, it's by Speaker Knockers. You know who Speaker Knockers are?
Never heard of that song.
Okay, it's actually a 3-part song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
So after this interview, we're gonna play Speaker Knockers for him, and we're gonna play the Rico trilogy,
Yes.
and
Trilogy.
we'll get his reaction
Catch
on
it
the
on the vlog. Yeah,
we'll catch
there
it
you
on,
go.
we'll catch it on the vlog after.
Because dude,
It'll be fucking
I'm talking
live.
about it's 3 songs that explain one crazy ass story.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, you got to put me on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, thank you so much for coming
For
today.
real.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
This is the first time. It's not going to be the last time.
Yep.
Everybody, Chicago comedian, Alex Ridge.
Appreciate it. All right, sweet.
Beautiful.
That was smooth.